Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm not sure if this was a good idea to record outside because the animal kingdom is a little active today, but I figured, I think it's been like 13 days since my last video and I really want to start getting back to doing 2 videos a week. I wanted to comment, I guess, on the relationship because it seems to be a hot topic. The only thing I will say is really probably no change since the last video. Technically, we are seeing each other still. I haven't seen him in a couple weeks. Well, today's July 9th, and last weekend I went away for the weekend with my mother. We had a great weekend. We went up to Lake George to see the fireworks and celebrate. So the weather was great. It was really, really nice. I felt guilty because I wasn't here to spend it with him, but I had 2 thoughts. Number one, are we technically still together, and is that my responsibility anymore? And number 2, typically we never go anywhere or do anything anyway, so if I hadn't made these plans, I wasn't sure he would even want to do anything. So I've got to release that and let that go. It is what it is. I had a great time, and he had no issue with me going and spending time with my mother. As he said, she's not going to be here forever. Appreciate the times that you can, make the memories that you can. So that's what we did. I still don't know how I feel about things. I think what we're currently doing is good because there's no real finality to I'm never going to see you again, but at the same time, there's no real obligation, I guess, either. So it's a sweet spot right now. I'm pretty sure he's a subscriber to my channel. I just don't know if he watches the videos, so I don't know if he's gonna see any of this anyway, and I don't think I'm saying anything that we don't both believe is happening. So so today's Thursday. It's pretty hot out. We are planning on getting together this weekend. I almost bailed on him because when I asked him if he was going to be around Saturday, he told me he had plans to do something. His brother does some kind of competition and that he was going to go to that. And then that was that. And my first thought was, oh, I wonder if this is a tit for tat because I went away with my mother last weekend. But then I thought, no, maybe he's just doing what I'm doing and he's just keeping himself busy, and maybe he didn't know if I was planning on coming over or not, so he made plans, which is probably more than likely. He's not the type of person to play games. So so then I messaged him and said, oh, okay, can I come? But then I removed the message because then I thought, I don't want to come across like, I don't know, like, I guess I didn't want to feel needy. I wanted him to know that I was okay not coming over. And I think more importantly is, I think I wanted and I expected him to be the one to say, hey, do you want to come? yeah, I'm going to this thing, but you're more than welcome to come. And I didn't get that. And after I thought about it, I thought, why should I invite myself? If he's not going to invite me, then I'm just not going to go. But then I gave it some more thought and said, well, if I'm living my life the way I want to live my life, and I'm doing the things that I want to do, and part of that is staying active and enjoying my summer, then I can do anything I want. And if I want to tag along and go and you're okay with me coming, then great. And if you didn't want me to come, you would say so. So after I retracted that inviting myself, I think that's when he did come back and say something like, you can go if you want. And I replied back, okay, don't sound so excited, or something like that. And then his reply was just LOL, which I kind of would have hoped to have heard or expected something like, sorry, didn't mean to come across that way, but I didn't get that either. So I think kind of what's happening, and this is just my guess and my interpretation, I think there are some instances where he's coming across insensitive. Let me preface this also by saying, though, a lot of times he is very insensitive. He just doesn't know that he is. So being that he is sometimes that way and doesn't mean to be, I'm very familiar with that with him, and I know that he doesn't mean that. And so I didn't know if that's what this was, or if, and this is what I think he does, because I think he mentioned during one of our previous breakups that he tends to try to do this, is he tries to not shut down, but to act like I'm not in his life anymore, I guess in order to protect himself. So rather than thinking about me and missing me, he's going to keep himself busy, and he's going to go on with his life. And it's, a way for him to just, again, move on and not try to let it all bother him. So it could be part of that too. I don't know. But either way, I tend to read into things and, dive deep into, what if he meant this? What if he means this? Or maybe I overanalyze way too much. So that's the plan. He's going, I'm coming, and that's what's going to happen Saturday. So I'm probably going to go over Friday night. Then we'll do that Saturday, and I'll probably spend the night Saturday night, and then I am leaving early Sunday morning to go to church, because I am getting back on track with that. That's one of the things I wanted to do, with not just rubbing my summer back and making sure that I'm staying active and enjoying myself and doing the things that I want to do, but my faith is important to me, and I started another channel that is faith-based, and I am surrounding myself with the Lord, and that's what I'm doing. So that is a priority in my life. And then I have a girlfriend of mine who is going to be having a barbecue at her house in a couple weeks, and I did invite him to come, and he said that it was possible. So that's on the calendar. I'm perfectly fine going by myself anyway, so we'll see how that turns out. But I really didn't have anything topic-wise to talk about, nothing scripted. I just wanted to check in and kind of give a little bit of an update as far as how that was going. The one thing I'm very surprised about this year is that I haven't gone kayaking yet. I mean, we're in July now. I haven't gone once. We've had some pretty hot weather, so I don't know why. I mean, last year I went when I would get home from work and I would take it out for a couple of hours, and I just I haven't been remembering to just like to do it. I don't know why. Tried to go to the gym today, but once I got there and got my bag out of the back of the car, I realized I never put my sneakers in my bag, so I got back in the car and came home. So I will be working out at home tonight, probably just sit-ups, push-ups, things like that. I did walk a couple times at work, so my steps shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I'm at 8,200, so I'll probably have almost 9,000 by the time I go to bed. But I am going to definitely have some topics going forward because I've been watching a lot of different channels out there, and there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. And even though I don't want to talk about myself and my life and what's going on, the views are there. People just kind of want to know your dirty laundry, and they want some drama. So not much there to talk about, really. But that's the update. So we'll keep this one kind of short. Don't know when I'm going to put the next one out because today's Thursday and I will be gone and busy until Sunday. Well, let's put it this way. If I don't pre-record something to schedule to come out either tomorrow or Saturday, then I will at least put one up Sunday. So it'll be at most a couple days. So I will get to that tonight. And leave me a comment if you have an opinion on how I'm handling this relationship. I'd like to know how you would handle it. It's interesting, and I will be honest and say, you know, some days I want things to go back to normal, and other days I'm glad that they are the way that they are. So I'm still very mixed about it all. But I care very, very much for him. I enjoy his company. And right now, this is what's working. I will catch you guys on the next one.